Hi everyone, and welcome to Humankind. So, this is going to be one of the games I played during OpenDev Victor on my live stream, and this particular one was my first attempt to play on the highest difficulty level. It had some interesting moments. I explained a few things here and there because I already had a few games behind me when I played this, so I understood a lot of the mechanics way better than I initially did when OpenDev Victor just started. There will also be some edits, because this was a live stream, meaning I often ended up talking with chat, not doing a whole lot, so I mostly edited that out. And it will be split into several videos, because even with edits, it's a little bit too long for a single one. With all that said, I hope you'll enjoy it. I know I did. So this is a bit of an unscheduled stream. But I wanted to check out the highest difficulty and see how it compares to what we've been playing on so far, which was Metropolis and the Nation. So, let's go then. Yeah, the game is definitely promising. Victor OpenDev is way better than Lucy OpenDev, so hopefully that trend will continue. Based on what I played in Victor OpenDev, I'm definitely looking forward to playing the full game. Okay, so I will not be spending too much exploring. I will start my city as soon as I can, most likely. If only because I want to have like a full range of choices for my first culture. And we'll probably go with the Olmecs, because they are the best for early expansion, because of their influence bonus. So all I need is 5 influence. And I don't want the AI to pick Olmecs. And they probably will, if I wait too long. Alright, 5 influence. Yeah, I think I'll just claim this region. Up here would be a decent spot as well. 13 food, 8 production. This spot isn't too bad either. 10 food, 12 production, that's pretty decent balance. Or the one I'm standing on. Alright, let's go with the one we're standing on. So now we want to get our first star as soon as possible. And pick Olmecs. There's a pretty good chance I'll get my ass kicked here. But I want to see like how much harder the top difficulty will be. I haven't tried it yet, this is like the first attempt. So I know there are horses around here. Should probably grab them early on. Yep, here's my neighbor. I think my funniest playthrough so far was yesterday, with the Vassals. For anyone who wasn't here, I was playing on a slightly higher difficulty. I moved into like this area over here with the land bridge between the two major parts of the continent. And I got kind of boxed in by 2 pretty strong AIs. Ended up defending myself for a while. Then I won both the rewards because their ward support went to 0. I was quite well fortified. And because their ward support dropped to 0, I vassalized both of them. So I ended up with some of the most powerful AIs on the map being my vassals. And they ended up paying me like thousands of gold per turn. So that part wasn't very well balanced, let's just say. Okay, I might be able to win this actually.
We move this way.
Oh yeah, I can definitely win this. Alright then. Maybe not if I fight from the low ground. Yes, you can unlock OpenDev by watching 3 hours of Humankind streams. That's separate from the avatar unlock. Okay, I think I can kill him, but I need to protect my flag. Okay, I did. I lost one unit, but it was probably worth it. I don't know if that was his only tribe or not. Okay, so I can get +1 science, +1 food, or +1 industry per population. That's actually a tough one. I think I'll grab industry. Okay, tell me all mechs are available. Nope, already taken. So all mechs are pretty much the best culture for early expansion. It's pretty much one of the best, like, first choices, period, because of that influence bonus. That influence bonus is huge early on. So other than that, I could go for science. I could go for the defensive option here. That's what I used yesterday, the Cyclopean Fortress. It pretty much saved my ass yesterday. I could go for Harappans for rapid growth. That's always an option. What's their unit again? Oh yeah, runners. Yeah, these guys are not that good, but they generate money when collecting curiosities. That can be helpful early on. I think I'll just go for the defensive option, basically. Also, the minus 25% industry cost for units is quite nice too. And they get more experience as well, which basically starts you with like 1 veterans level. So +1 combat strength. And their unique unit does not require any strategic resources. So let's go with that. I really wanted the Olmecs, however, but oh well. I guess we are not getting the Olmecs. Alright, and I think what I'm going to do as well is send some of my scouts back to my capital and disband them. Because for anyone not aware, if you disband your units inside your territory, you get the population back from them. So that's pretty important early on. Yeah, I don't want to fight that guy. So in fact, oh yeah, this is not technically a city yet. Now it is. So now I should be able to disband him and get my population, because I am inside my territory. Alright, I think it's safe to say the Olmecs will be a threat sooner or later, because they will expand pretty quickly. That's basically guaranteed to happen. So let's get the food first, because I'll need food for units to defend myself.
It is my great
Yeah, this is the Olmecs already.
great people to greet you in their name.
So they are pretty much guaranteed to be a problem. Alright, I could just research city defense right away to unlock my unit. Probably a good idea, since I'll need city walls as well. And then we can get carpentry for some orchards. Now, the problem with this spot is that it's not really very defensible. I could get a garrison on the high ground. That's probably the best option
I think
for
we
defense.
can undertake a common venture.
You are as just as you are.
Now, I definitely don't want to piss him off too early. I want to be prepared for war early on. So let's not do that. I'll probably claim land away from him for now. Yeah, there are 2 wonders. There's one over here, and one like over here or so. Claiming one of them wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, let's just retreat here. No need to fight. Alright, so disband our guy. Get the population. I'll need that population. I might just disband, like, all of them except one. That early population will be quite useful, and I can just recruit a scout again. They don't cost a whole lot of production. Now, I don't want to claim the horses here. Yeah, this spot looks solid. 7 food, 13 production. Yeah, I like this spot. There it is. So disband, that's 3 population. And we can get +1 on the next turn. Stability should be fine, yeah, 100%. Yeah, let's just disband this guy as well. I can use that population. Okay, so that gives me 5. Okay, this looks reasonable. So next up, I don't think I need the fortress just yet. It's not like we're going to war already. What I don't need is production. So production it is then. But I'll probably have the fortress like over here on the high ground. Something like that. I need something that will be easy to defend. If you order 3 marbles, you get 3 times to industry, 6 per citizen. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. There's the wonder. Yep, that's the one right here. Probably good territory to claim. But I'll need 70. Also, this one with copper. Okay, next up, calendar. To claim luxuries. I mean, I can't really compare the AI yet. However, AI seemed to be reasonably competent in some areas. Well, for example, in tactical combat, which I really like in this game so far, they don't just like blindly throw units at you. Alright, this looks good. Let's grab that right away. Okay, food. Yeah, I think I'll take food. I'll need food for units. Don't know about coal, but I'm pretty sure I found oil yesterday. Because it was an unknown sea-based strategic resource. What else could it have possibly been? It had to be oil. Alright, so now I can get some of my unique units here. Let's grab at least 1. So that I'll have something to defend myself with. Oh yeah, another unit.
Off we go.
See, when you get a unit out of a curiosity, what you basically get is +1 population. Because you can disband that unit in any of your city's territory and get +1 population. The fact every military unit uses 1 population is definitely something you need to get used to after playing a lot of Civ. That makes them way more valuable, but more importantly, it makes them basically like a way to transport population between your cities. Because you can recruit a unit in one city, pay 1 population to get that unit, move it to another city, disband it, and you effectively transported population. So in a sense, every unit in the game is a vessel to transport population between your major cities. And some of them are really cheap, like scouts. You can just spam scouts pretty easily. Yeah, not a bug. This is by design. Every unit in the game requires 1 population. If I look at the list here, there it is, -1 population. So your population is basically manpower. And that will often be a bigger bottleneck than production. That's a problem I ran into yesterday when I was fighting against 2 AIs attacking me. I basically used up like all of my population in my capital to recruit the defenses. It wasn't production that bottlenecked me, it was population and population growth. So also in that sense, food is like a military resource. Because more food means faster population growth. Faster population growth means more manpower. Okay, so I do have horses. I could grab domestication here. Let's get carpentry to unlock the archers. Archers are a great defensive unit. Even when they are like technically obsolete, they can still do pretty good damage. Especially from the high ground. And for anyone who's new and didn't see any of the previous streams, one of the things I really like about this game, compared to Civ, is the tactical importance of terrain. It's massively important. Like way more important than it has ever been in Civ. Terrain was one of the only reasons I didn't get my ass kicked yesterday. because I had a very favorable position. But terrain is super important. Not only because of choke points, like this for example, this is a choke point right here, but also because of the bonuses. The bonuses are pretty big for like attacking from high ground, for example, or attacking across the river, defending across the river. They really stack up pretty quickly. Yeah, and you can fortify various choke points pretty easily with like garrison buildings. If you have a large territory, garrisons are almost a must-have, because with garrisons you can spawn units in that garrison. So if you have one really big territory, like several territories attached to one city, the best way to defend it is to build several garrisons in different locations, and then you can choose which garrison you can spawn your units in. So, right, there he is. And because he started with 25 experience, he has Veterans level 1, which gives him +1 combat strength. That effectively makes them 22 strength, not 21. And now I'm at 4 population, because I paid 1 to get this guy. Actually, I'll get a lot more once I attach this city, or rather this outpost, which I should be able to do in 2 turns. Oh yeah, if I want a fortress on this high ground, I need 1 more district built like in that general direction. So I know Olmecs are somewhere to the west, but I wouldn't mind claiming marble and obsidian. That's nice for production. Oh yeah, I can upgrade this guy to my unique unit, but I need to be inside my territory. And it's only 90 gold. Yeah, I kind of really want to claim this territory here. I don't remember if this was Iron or not, but regardless, the luxury resources here are good because that's more production. Is there a good spot here? A bit light on food, but we can find something in this area.
This is where I greet.
Assyrians, so these guys are like over here. They usually do quite well, like in almost every game I played. I think they were in top 3 in literally every single one. Okay, influence. Now that won't give me influence yet, I'll have to build a holy site for that. Which is fine. Let's attach this. There you go. That's more yields for my capital. And we can connect the copper. So 8 turns to get the stone rings. I might need that stability soon. So let's get that done really quick. Yeah, so far, yeah, look at this. The Olmecs are already, like, in the lead by a large margin. The Olmecs are by far, like, the strongest starting culture because of their influence bonus. They can expand much faster than anyone else. I could also claim the Wonder up here. That is +5 influence. But I want these luxuries. And this area is much more likely to get colonized by the Olmecs. Let's get domestication really quick, that's only 4 turns. Oh yeah, I have the money now. Here you go. So 7 turns to build stone rings. Yeah, let's do it. I think I'll have to settle somewhere down here to at least have some food. It won't be amazing, but better than nothing. I own this area specifically for the luxuries here. Okay, +10 stability, +14 industry. I could afford to lose 10 stability. I'll get +20 from stone rings anyway. And +14 production right now would be nice. Okay, let's do that then. Okay, here. This way we'll keep it at 6 turns and get more science. Yeah, they are about to enter a classical era. Already. That was fast. Can't say I'm surprised. Oh, they are expanding towards me? Yeah, that's this guy. That's to be expected, I guess. That was going to happen. With that said, I can defend against him easier. All I really need is like a fortress on this hill over here. And then just use archers. So this area would be pretty easy to defend. I'm more concerned about the Olmecs. Okay, yeah, this will not be amazing, but again, I want to claim this territory. +2 food, +20 production, okay. I guess that's better. I'll be attaching this to my capital anyway. Okay, let's get the harbor unlocked. Harbors are really good. I used them a lot yesterday. New civic. Yeah, influence, I'm going to need that. This area would probably be a little easier to defend. I could just set up a fortress and some garrisons over here. Yeah, like literally right here. This is a cliff, he can't walk up the cliff. So set up like a good defensive unit, a bunch of archers in the back. And that should work pretty nicely. Almost done with the stone rings. Oh yeah, I remember this event, but I don't have the gold to pay here. So, oh well. That will probably end poorly, but I didn't have the money there. Okay, we got the stone rings. Let's get the luxury improved real quick. That's one turn. Another era star. Did the Olmecs progress yet? Yep, so now they are Persians. Of course they are Persians. With the stupid immortals. Yeah, I had some problems fighting the immortals. It's going to be the same exact thing, won't it? He'll probably declare war at some point and send a bunch of immortals. Yep. Immortals are pretty strong. Okay, then I guess I better prepare for that. Yep, flooded. That's a pretty harsh penalty right there. Oh well, I didn't have the money to pay. There's fishing, we can make up for it a little bit. So let's claim this wonder up here. Definitely a good idea. That was what, +5 influence, +10 stability, +10 gold. Okay, harbor. There we go, +13 food, +6 science. Harbors are a little bit too strong, especially later on, when you stack a bunch of bonuses. For anyone who wasn't here 2 days ago, in one of my games I had harbors that were giving me like +50 science from one single harbor, and then I spammed a bunch of them. It was pretty crazy. Well, there are no grievances yet, that's good. It would be best if I could get like non-aggression pact or something. He wants 160. I don't have 160 at the moment. Oh, yep, see, war declared. Okay then.
Did you really think this?
Surprising literally nobody ever.
Again.
That was a surprise war as well, so now he got a traitor badge.
Really? You know, you only embarrass yourself.
Yep, you only embarrass yourself. Well, okay. If this guy backstabs me with immortals, I'll be screwed. Look at this though. A neutral city popped up between me and him. As in the Persians. Okay, well, let's move our dudes east to set up a defense. And I'll need like an archer or two. Especially with this high ground over here. The harbor needs to wait a little bit. I need a few archers out. Like, now. Good news is, there's only one direction he can attack me from, here. This is the only possible way to move between the eastern and western part of the continent. Yeah, I would accept this if I had the money, but I don't, so I can't.
This work.
Oh well. Maybe another time. Yeah, he's already coming, so I won't even have the time to get there quickly enough. And he's coming with, like, Assyrian raiders. Oh. He turned back? What? Okay, then. Maybe he got scared of my military prowess. Clearly. Well, in that case, I would say one more archer here. Can we get him in one turn? Yes, we can. Nice. And since I got the outpost now, I can just move back with the scout. I don't really want to aggressively claim land next to the Persians. They will probably claim it themselves, but they can't claim this spot without killing the city, the neutral city. Which I'm sure they could do easily, but it will slow down their expansion towards my border. Alright, there's the archer. This should be good enough for defense, at least for now. Hopefully. How much to attach this? 130. I could do that on the next turn. It will delay my potential second city, but then I could like reinforce this area more easily. So maybe a good idea. If he actually attacks me through here, I'll need some fortifications. Wow, okay. 1400 fame. 1000, 1000. Okay, safe to say AI gets a lot of bonuses on the highest difficulty. +1 combat strength, I'll grab that, except I can't do that yet. Okay, the harbor is almost done. That will be a lot more food. So potentially more units. And I will win this war if he chooses to just do nothing. Because he loses 3 war support points per turn if he continues to do nothing. If he wants to win this war, he has to attack me and actually win. Otherwise, he will lose and I will be able to force surrender. And possibly vassalize him. Okay, we got the harbor, so let's see. That's 16 food with 0 citizens set to food. Stability is fine for now. What was this luxury? +5 food per salt and +5 stability per salt. Yeah, I'd like that. Let's get that really quick. I got 225 influence. So I could turn this into a city. I can't just attach everything. Now, I could also claim this, which might upset the Persians. However, I'm kind of running out of space to expand. I might have to take that risk. Okay, let's just do it. Oh yeah, on the next turn. Okay, hold on. 130 to attach. Oh, stability, fate. I could actually use the stability now. I will not be building the wonder right now. I think attaching this territory first might be a better idea. I just need to watch my stability, because it will fall when I attach yet another territory. But I will get more stability by building the fortress, so there's that. I can actually get +15 by building it right now. See, thing is, I'll want to attach this one as well. This definitely cannot be its own city. But this could be a city, potentially. I can't attach all of it, because I don't have enough stability in my capital for that. The fortress is basically like a fortification for tactical combat. It has +15 district fortification bonus, which is quite a bit. It can also act as a unit spawner. So when you recruit a new unit, you can choose where you want it to spawn. And it slows down enemy units, because it increases their movement point cost when they are like within 1 tile of it. And as a nice bonus, it also gives you a little bit of stability, and it gives your units a combat strength bonus on top of the fortification bonus. It's basically like a really good fortification. When I was streaming 2 days ago, I was using it, and it helped me beat units that were like way superior to mine. Yeah, I think I'll just attach the territory and build that +15 fortress here. It will also allow me to claim the horses much faster. Okay, let's do it. But we'll finish the artisans' quarter. Close to a war victory.
You are the
Nice.
last person I want to see.
And I didn't really do anything. So let's grab that first, because he might still send some units to attack me, like, I don't know. It's possible. He can show up any moment. And that happened before. I got caught off guard a few times. Don't want to let that happen again. Yeah, this is going to be 3 turns regardless. Okay, yep, 3 turns, like no matter how many dudes I assign. I guess I don't need the scout anymore, or I can send him west. Oh, hold on, there's a curiosity, like, literally in my own territory. Nice. I don't need a second city somewhere, so I think it's going to be up here. And attach this territory here that I claimed. That makes the most sense. I need 160, we'll have that soon enough. Okay, with some fortresses up here, I should be basically safe from this direction. It doesn't look like I'll actually need them, but it's good to have them anyway. There's the garrison. So the garrison is basically kind of a watered down version of the fortress. But you can build a garrison like anywhere within your territory. Next up, I will need some stability, so let's unlock the public fountain. One thing I like about this game is that, at least so far from what I've seen in OpenDev Victor, playing wide will be just as viable as playing tall. You can definitely play tall. I mean, by the time I finished my last game 2 days ago, I had like, what, 60 population in 2 cities? All I had were 2 cities, and they had 60 population. And they could have had way more than that, if I spent more time like placing more districts, but the game was almost done, so there was no point doing all that micro. You could easily get 100 plus population in 1 city. Probably like way more than that. Cities can get massive. Okay, so let's get the copper connected real quick. That's 1 single turn. We got the fortress now. And since I unlocked the garrison, I can place the garrison next to it. So like over here somewhere. I don't think I'll need it though, I'm pretty sure I won't need it. The fortress is the important part. And here's where you can set the spawning point. If I click this and train a unit, this is where it will spawn. So technically what you can do, if you have like 1 city with a lot of territories attached to it, you can disband the unit like on the other side of it, get that population back, and then train or buy a unit on the other side. If you have like an enemy army coming in and you don't have the time to move there, you can just disband the unit, get that population, and train it on the other side. Maybe pay for it to spawn it instantly. It's doable. At one point, you can get so much production that population becomes a much bigger bottleneck than the production. Oh yeah, let's pick our next culture. Well, I mean, I could grab Carthaginians, but apparently everyone and their dog takes them. Mostly because harbors are so strong. So, like, the cotton is really, really good. Because the harbors are already good to begin with. An upgraded harbor is even better than that. I think I'm fine on influence. The Romans are also pretty good because they get +1 unit slot for each army, like permanently, forever. So that's pretty good for like military playthrough or whatever. Even if you ignore Praetorian guards, even if you like can't get iron or whatever, Romans are good just for this +1 unit slot. Okay, a lot of stuff is already taken apparently. So nobody took Carthaginians, which is a little bit weird. I think I'll just take Carthaginians. They are just really good. Not only the cotton is good, the bonus here is pretty nice as well. Modify all constructibles buyout cost by -50%. And they have the war elephant. I mean, you can't go wrong with a war elephant, right? Okay, sure, let's get Carthaginians. And they look fancy. Clearly fashion choice is the important part too. So this will be the city. That's 13 turns. And then we'll connect this area. And I think for like further expansion, I'll have to go overseas. Is that war over yet? Okay, he has 11 points. It will be over soon. which means I should be able to vassalize him, basically. I don't know if this is how it should work, but this is how it works currently. Vassals in general are a little bit too strong right now, because for anyone who wasn't here on Saturday, what happened in one of my games is that I vassalized 2 AIs after a defensive war, and I was getting like 3000 gold per turn from them towards the end of the game. And when I checked the stats at the end, none of them were ever making more than 600 per turn, like at any point of the game. So even though they were making less than 600 per turn, I was getting 3000 by having them as a vassal, which seems a little bit off. But I was basically able to buy anything I wanted for gold. I had so much gold from my vassals. I could just literally buy everything. At one point, I literally bought all of the infrastructure I had for gold in one turn. And like 20 districts in one turn, also for gold. It was a little bit too crazy. So that should probably be toned down just a tiny little bit. Yeah, they can rebel. But by the time they rebel, you can milk so much gold from them, it's actually insane. There's irrigation. I wouldn't mind getting philosophy and the research quarter. Here's the next stability building, which I don't need yet. Fishmonger. If I want to embark, I need trade expeditions. So I might actually need that. And the wheel will unlock roads. And the roads are built like basically automatically. So let's get the wheel. And then possibly trade expeditions. There's the elephant right here. Okay, the wheel. And I should probably spawn that district a little bit because it's so good. Yeah, look at this. This isn't even like anywhere close to how good it can be. This is actually kind of a weak version here. But plus 7 food, plus 15 production, plus 6 science. The problem with harbors is that they give you much better yields than any other district can give you. Like way better. I haven't seen any district that could be even comparable to even a mediocre harbor. So that should probably be like rebalanced a little bit, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But what that basically means is that being a coastal civ gives you a pretty big advantage. If you play on a massive continent and you start like in the middle of it, that's a pretty big disadvantage. There isn't really a limit, no. There's only a soft limit on how many districts you can build, because every district will give you minus 10 stability. So you need to increase your stability somehow, for example by spamming garrisons. But there's also a commons quarter later, which is a better way of getting stability. So you can spam some commons quarters to get stability and then regular districts that like decrease your stability. But there's no hard cap like in Civ, where you need to get 4 population, 7 population, 10 population, etc. It's balanced by stability, basically. But you can also have like an extremely overpowered island city because of how good harbor is. It just feels like it's a little bit too much. Oh yeah, is that war over yet? Okay, it will be over on the next turn. Persians are aggressive.
I'm incensed.
Yeah, they will probably like go to war with me sooner or later. It's going to happen. Probably best to just start moving west already. There we go, done. So now I can turn them into my vassals, which is exactly what we're going to do. Now, here's one of the major UI issues in the game currently, for anyone who doesn't know. Surrender terms, like, tell you all these names of territories, but you can't actually see, like, which one is which. In Endless Legend, when you zoomed out, they were labeled on the strategic map, on the zoomed out map. Okay, let's do it like this then. Oh wait, I can't. Yeah, I don't have enough war support for that. Never mind, just vassal then. Now he will be my vassal, and I'm getting 160 gold per turn from him as tribute. And I can see his entire map, so I can see what's going on down here. Oh yeah, the game is definitely pretty good so far. OpenDev Victor is way better than OpenDev Lucy was. definitely made me want to play the full game.